Good afternoon, y'all. It's Ned.
And this is Michelle.
And collectively, we are known as MyPhilippineDreams.com. Welcome to another episode of Weekly Wrap Up, where we review some of the things that have been going on in our incredibly exciting lives. First up,
cold weather.
cold weather. Yes, it's very cold. This is the coolest it's actually ever been here in my 1 year in the Philippines. It's about 82 degrees today. Nights are down to about 78 degrees. No air conditioning. It's just beautiful. Like today was sunny, cool, and dry. I know some people are dealing with some, cold temperatures back in the United States. I think 40 out of the 50 states had temperatures in the negatives. It's just, it's a matter of perspective, I guess. So it's nice, but it's also bringing a lot of rain. So hopefully that'll clear up a little bit. Michelle's also dealing with
some infection.
Yeah, some sort of viral infection. We've gone to a couple doctors. We've got 2 different diagnoses. So we're going to go back on Monday to see the doctor who gave the first diagnosis, and hopefully she's taking the right medication. So hopefully we'll get that worked out. The problem is her just trying to get to the doctor, because a lot of times they just leave the office and
out of stock.
Yeah, the doctor's out of stock. We had dinner with a few subscribers this past week. John and Marianne again, and also Tim and Davina. We had dinner with them last night. Very nice couple. Thank you guys very much for the good company. This past week we also went up to the grand opening of Sky Lounge in Tierra Alta.
Yes.
And that was cool. And there was actually a Filipino musician there.
Yes. Top Zara from Freestyle.
Top Cesara from Freestyle. And this guy was amazing. I mean, he was doing covers of some popular songs that were better than the original artists. And it was just him, his guitar, and a microphone. The guy was amazing. So we got some video of that. We'll be putting that up. Thanks to Tierra Alta for that. This past week, what videos do we have up?
Scuba diving at Apple.
Yes, we had the scuba diving misadventure. I had talked about it before in the previous videos. And the footage was grainy because it was nighttime and we were just drifting around in the ocean for hours. But it all ended well and it was all worth it. And Harold's Mansion was kind enough to, everybody got free drinks afterwards. And he also gave a discount to the people who were not able to get all their dives in. So that was groovy. What else we have?
Our Expat Philippine panel.
Yes, our expert Philippine... Our expert expat Philippine panel. We had the kids running around one day, and I was like, hey, let's do a little comedy video. And actually getting it done was a bit of an ordeal, because it was like herding cats, trying to get them to all sit still and do their lines and everything. But that was fun, and we discovered that expats smell like... What do expats smell like?
Cheese.
Cheese. We smell like cheese. So that was fun. We also did a truncated tour of Mario's place down in Down. He's got a beautiful house down there. We're going to go back and do a full video on it. We had some pressing engagement that we had to deal with. And he's also decided to leave the Philippines. And I think it's important that we talk to him about the reasons that he's decided to leave the Philippines, because it's not for everybody. Living here is not for everybody. There's all kinds of negatives that you have to keep in mind if you're planning to live here. For example, this past week we had the young Swede, a 20-year-old young man who was killed. He left a nightclub at around 4:30 in the morning with a friend. They jumped on a scooter and they ran head-on into a giant sugarcane truck. And he was killed. We also had an acquaintance of ours, Norman. He was dealing with some congestive heart issues, and it got to the point where he couldn't fly back to the United States because of the altitude would have caused like a heart attack. So they were trying to treat him here, and it didn't work out, and he just passed away this past week. I've only talked to him a few times, but he seemed like a really nice guy. So rest in peace, brother. Hopefully he's in a better place. But again, that's one thing you have to keep in mind here. The medical care is not up to Western standards a lot of times, not all the time. And unfortunately, he found himself in a catch-22. He couldn't get to the States because of his medical condition. We also had a friend from one of our subscribers who came down with hepatitis A. And that's another thing that you have to keep in mind. They have a vaccine for hepatitis A and hepatitis B, and it's something that you have to do. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, especially if you're going to be traveling, around internationally and stuff. It's there. You got to take advantage of it. What else is going on?
You going back to the U.S.?
Yes, I'm going back to the United States of America. Land of the free, home of the brave, apple pie, all that stuff. That's probably not going to be till the spring, but I'm already starting to put together the list of all the things I'm going to send myself in a Ballard Payan box. It's basically just to visit friends and family and stuff who I haven't seen in a while. So that'll be nice. Unfortunately, I used to have a guy who worked for Delta. And so we used to get the buddy passes, and I used to fly first class. Yeah, the seats that completely recline into a bed, and you get your own little cubicle and everything. He no longer works at Delta. So I'm going to have to fly in plebeian class. And it's so funny, I'm such a hypocrite. If you remember the reasons that I moved to the Philippines, one of them was that I had lost my sense of gratitude, and I was experiencing this sense of entitlement. Like I deserve more, I deserve better. So when I found this out the other day, I was like all depressed. It took the wind out of my sails. I'm like, oh my God, I got to sit in those uncomfortable chairs and my poor back. What happens if it goes? And I was just feeling sorry for myself. And again, even after being here for a year, I was right back to where I was mentally. All that great talk about, coming to appreciate what I have and all this stuff went right out the window because I found out I couldn't fly first class.
I sometimes have to remind him of his hypocrisy.
Yes, she has to remind me of my hypocrisy. And thank you for being there to remind me of my hypocrisy, dear. What else we got going on?
Your mom's birthday.
Yes. It was my mom's birthday the other day. A sincere happy birthday wishes.
Happy birthday.
To my mom, who's put up with me for 47, almost 48 years now. She's been the best mother ever. And thank you so much for everything. What we're going to do now is, after we sign off for the video, we're going to sing my mom happy birthday. So if you don't want to hear us caterwauling, you just can turn off the video now. So that's about it. That's our weekly update for this week. I think the kids are screaming outside again, so we got to go deal with that. Until next time, this is Ned.
And this is Michelle.
And we are myphilippinedreams.com. Take care.
Take care. Bye.
More happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. It's Michelle's birthday next week. Yeah.
Monday.
Or not, January 12th. Good afternoon, y'all. It's Ned.
And this is Michelle.
And collectively, we are known as myphilippinedreams.com. Welcome to another episode of Weekly Wrap-Up, where...